The tribe of Dan never took possession of the original land that God had given them when they entered the promised land. So they decided to travel to find a new place to dwell in, and traveled to the northernmost part of Israel and conquered a city there, Laish, and renamed it Dan. The Word of God from Judges chapter 18 says, "In those days there was no king in Israel, and in those days the tribe of the people of Dan was seeking for itself an inheritance to dwell in, for until then no inheritance among the tribes of Israel had fallen to them. So the people of Dan sent 5 able men from the whole number of their tribe, from Zorah and from Eshtaol, to spy out the land and to explore it." Verse 7, "Then the 5 men from the tribe of Dan departed and came to Laish and saw the people who were there, how they lived in security after the manner of the Sidonians, quiet and unsuspecting, lacking nothing that is in the earth, and possessing wealth, and how they were far from the Sidonians and had no dealings with anyone." Verses 9 and 10 tell us that the people of Dan decided to go up against them because the land is very good, and yet the people were unsuspecting. Verse 29, "And they named the city Dan, after the name of Dan, their ancestor, who was born to Israel. But the name of the city was Laish at the first. And the people of Dan set up the carved image for themselves, and Jonathan, the son of Gershom, son of Moses, and his sons were priests to the tribe of the Danites until the day of the captivity of the land." Judges chapter 18.
We are in the area where one of the places where David was hiding from Saul. Please remember that
my heart's desire and my Lord to worship you. You alone are my strength, my shield. To you alone will my spirit yield.
After the death of King Solomon, his son Jeroboam reigned over Israel, but because of foolish decisions, the kingdom was divided into the north and south, with Jeroboam becoming king of the north. In order to keep people from worshipping in Israel, Jeroboam established cities in the northern kingdom as a center for worship. Jeroboam made 2 golden calves for the people to worship. He erected one in Bethel and the other one in Dan. This is the site of the golden calf.
and what was the most southern tip of the northern kingdom of Israel? Bethel. Bethel and Dan. And what is interesting, in those 2 places, the golden calf was set up. There were 2 golden calves that were set up here. This is the second story, right? This is the second time when that happened, and that happened as a result of a split of the United Kingdom before we became divided kingdom, right? The United Kingdom of, right? And after the death of Solomon, the Northerners, those Yanks, they said, "No, we don't want to live with you." Lived here in the northern part, they got perished with the rest of the northern tribe. But those Levites who lived in the southern area in Judah, they survived with Judah. Okay, that we know. How do we know that? It's about 10% of the Jewish people. About 10% of the Jewish population. We